Shock absorber, fixed. Offside rear suspension arm, fixed. Registration lamp, fixed. New lights, new LED bulbs, fixed. Rear position lamp adversely affected by another lamp. Earth issue, new lights, new battery, fixed. Offside near blah blah too high, fixed. Near side headlamp, too low, fixed. Adjusted. Wheel bearings, fixed. Track rod ends, fixed. All new. Power steer pump, new pipe. New fuel system pipes. New rear shock absorber bolts. New bushes. New bolts. New catalytic converter. Brakes were balanced by trial and error on jack stands. New front caliper. Rear brakes unbalanced. Again, same as this one. Don't know why it's there twice. New bulb. New fix to the oil pan. Front side caliper. New bushes. Fixed when we replaced the exhaust section. Chassis under sealed. It's not on the latest pass for some reason. So yeah, between then and then, that's how long it took me to do all this work to get it through the MOT. I think I pretty much filmed it all, so let's take a look. This new exhaust is too long from here to here. See, this one's short, this one's long. The rest is fine, but I can't be bothered sending it back because it cost me money and I got a good deal on it, so yeah, I'm going to chop it up, see what happens. I'll try and put these on. Just friggin' old. I just need to clean that bit up. Right, well I've cut out this section. I got my thing here that I bought, which is like £10, so it's cheaper than sending it back, and the other exhaust is like £30 more expensive, so anyway, this is what I've decided to do. And that goes over there like that. And just tighten them up a little bit so it doesn't fall down. Right, and then this bit go over here. This over. Okay, like that, that and that. And then, let's see. Get this minded up. Should probably get the little things, these bits. Just off for a second. Is this what you do? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I assume that's how it goes on, something like that. Yeah. That's freaking loose. I don't know, is it? Those holes like that. Just about. Okay. That would go in further. Not one in there already, is there? I guess I have to take this one off. Alright. In place. I'm just tightening up these bits. Right, they're tight. Tight. Okay. This way we have it. Just this tightened up a bit, and then hopefully it doesn't leak too much. I mean, well, I don't know. To try and get that a bit closer to here. I'll try and tighten these a bit more, and then start it up and see where the gas comes out, I suppose. So I put everything back together with the wheels, right? So I've got my new steering arms on. I took it out for a drive, was tracking a bit to the right, made an adjustment. But then the engine management light came on. I was like, oh, for God's sake, what's happened? I put the new exhaust in, and I don't know, I just felt like it was something to do with that. It just seemed like a coincidence. But then I plugged in my OBD reader and it said coolant sensor issue or something like that. So I just had it in my head that the coolant sensor, to replace that or see what was wrong with it, would be somewhere near the water pump. Logical, right? I just thought that's where it would be. So I took out the inlet manifold. When I was taking off the inlet manifold, taking off all the old connectors, I managed to break the throttle position sensor. There's a spring in here and the whole thing just snapped away. So I've had to buy a new one of these. So it basically just fits on the opposite side of the actual throttle body. It should just sort of go in here somehow. This pipe's kind of in the way. Right, there we go. And then, so I broke this. There was no issue with this before, so this cost me £14, so annoying. And I took the whole throttle, the inlet manifold off, but I didn't need to, because the actual coolant level sensor is not near the water pump. The throttle position sensor is located at the back of the engine, and I don't know where I put the old one. It's a bit of a mess. I know it's a bit of a mess. It might be in here. So that's good, that's fixed. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh, here, sorry, yeah. Right, so this is the old one. And this goes into this hole back here. You might not be able to see it, but yeah, it was kind of like loose in here, so I think it would just sort of basically come off because the housing in here is all snapped off. So we've got our new one, and not exactly the same, but pretty similar. So we'll plug this one in. When I took this one off, this was all like rusty, horrible water, because obviously it's been sat for a while. So the other thing I've done is basically right. Good guess. I have drained the radiator out. I've ordered some flush new coolant, so we'll have nice new fresh coolant in there as well. It's a nice day out here. Oh, it's a very nice day, and I'm hoping that this plug into here. Yep. Hello. Okay. Well, fuel leak. This is the bit of pipe I cut out, and it was leaking from some place. I don't remember. Might have been around here. But the other pipe is kind of banging against it, and there was a small leak, so I've just cut it out and replaced it with a bit of rubber pipe. And we've got, oh my. Okay, well, the leak was caused, the oil leak is caused by a little hole here. It was actually like there was a bit of corrosion over the top of it and mud over the top of that. So once I cleaned all the oil off and left it overnight, I could see it seeping back out again. So I basically did that, and then a big chunk came off, and then oil just started pissing out this hole here. So I was going to just maybe get a new oil pan, but they're not that cheap. So I think I can maybe just try and repair this with some JB weld, and whilst I've got it off, just check for any other holes or points that, you know, look like they might turn into holes, and then give it all a paint, and then just see if that should hopefully be oil tight, because I'm trying to keep the money low, the spend low on this one. So and one of these oil pans is like a couple £100, so I think I can repair this. So yeah, give it a go. Okay, well, JB welded this. I mean, yeah, let's see what happens. I'll just let that dry and then fill it with water, and see if the leak's fixed. Seems okay. Seems to be watertight enough, or oil tight as the case will need to be. So I'll give that a bit of paint and stick it back on the car. Well, this light pointing too high, that one is pointing too low. But this one's got some more issues, like this part that connects to the body snapped off, or it's been snapped off since I got it, so I had to try and glue it back on, but it just came off again. So I have to try something a bit more heavy duty. And this is kind of yellowish, and see if we can clean this up a bit. Hello. Right, so I fitted these new steering bars. I put a new bush on this, give it a bit of a paint. I took it out for a drive and it was still pulling to the right. And one of the things in the MOT was the brakes binding. They thought it might be to do with the wheel bearings, which obviously I've swapped. But what I found is that, yeah, it's pulling to the right because the front right brake was catching. I took everything apart, took all the wheels off, tried to get the old caliper off, and it was just seized up. I thought I'd been able to just free it off and repair it by just giving it a bit of a service, but it's obviously full of gunk and crap in there. It's pretty old. I don't even know where I've put it. But anyway, I just bought this brand new one, so I'm just going to fit that and then put everything back together. I just kind of clamped this when I was putting this on, so I'm hoping I don't have to bleed the whole system, but I might do anyway. But yeah, I'm hoping that that'll stop it from pulling to the right, because I did make some adjustments to these bars. I tried to like base it on what was the sizes of the old bars, but yeah, let's finish this up. I've ordered a new battery actually, because there's some wiring issues, electrical issues, sorry. I think they're caused partly by just a crappy old battery in this thing. So yeah, let me just finish this up and then we'll take it out for a spin. Yeah, the thing that's taken me the most time about all these MOT failures has been these rear lights. What was happening was when I was turning on the hazard lights, the rear running lights were dipping every time they went on, and so the MOT was like interference and that kind of thing. They're like, oh, that's probably just a bad earth. And having owned a few Land Rovers, I know what bad earths are like, and they cause so many issues. So I ended up like replacing all the earths. I ended up putting an earth straight back to the negative of the battery. I ended up changing the earth strap to the body of the car, and changed all the bulbs, but still nothing worked. Then I took the bumper off the other Jimny and put it on here. Same thing happened. Whenever the hazards went on, the rear running lights started to dip. So then, yeah, I've just been, I don't know, man, it was so annoying. Like, so what I've ended up doing is just taking out and getting rid of all those old lights, and then I went and got these LED ones, and I have to get these resistors to get everything to flash correctly, because they were flashing too fast, so you got these resistors. But it was still doing the same thing. It was still, even with these lights, this red was dipping every time the hazard was on. And then I ended up doing something which I probably should have done at the start, which was you know, checking the actual power. It wasn't the earth, because even the freaking LED light bar at the front was flashing as well, and it had a completely different earth straight to the body of the car. So I ended up just buying a brand new battery, and that solved everything. Bought a new yeah, like 60 AH or a high powered battery. I didn't want to actually spend more money, but it seems to have fixed the issue. So yeah, what a palaver. So I'm going to try and get this all wired up properly, install the back bumper, and I'm just hopeful that these are going to be good enough to pass the MOT with. Yeah, I got my little resistors over here, and I wired up all the new lights, tried to make them a bit neater. Let's see how this works. Well, I got a new battery and things were looking pretty tasty. and then the freaking thing shorted against the bonnet. That shorted against there, and the top bolt here that's for connecting other LED lights and shit. So I've pretty much fucked this battery, this brand new battery, because it's completely discharged. I'm trying to charge it up, but yeah, it's not really happening. Just charging up this little one while I bought the smart charger. I connected it up, and it was not even, it was like replace battery now, and I got this old fashioned one. And then I've had this on for like 24 hours, but the voltage has gone up. But yeah, I don't know, I don't think it's going to be salvageable. So the guys that I bought it off, I just said, oh look, it's clearly a defective battery you sent me, so they're sending me a brand new one to swap this one. So yeah, we'll wait for that and then take it out for another test drive, because I took it around the block and I managed to, well, short out that, and then I had to push the car the whole way back and run over my foot. So it's just fucking the curse of the Jimny.